Good evening and welcome back once again to Coach McNally Stadium. We've got some field hockey for you tonight. I am Anthony Bamford, joined by my partner, Lauren Black. We've got the Upper Perkiomen Indians taking on the Spring-Ford Rams. This should be an interesting one, Lauren. We've got the defending PAC champions taking on a team that's looking for its first win.
The Spring-Ford Rams last game, upset with how it turned out, obviously. Nobody likes to see a loss, but they're really coming out here tonight with a fight.
They are taking on the defending PAC champions, the Upper Perkiomen Indians, who are returning a very strong core.
Definitely. Their defense is probably going to be very tough to break this game.
Well, of course, one of the key positions they are returning is at goalie. As the old saying goes, you can't have a good goalie without a good defense, but you certainly cannot have a good defense without a good goalie. So the action picks up right away. Spring-Ford driving down the field, but now Upper Perk pushes the ball back out.
Last game you saw Nina Scott, freshman, starting varsity player, really taking charge on this field, and already off the start of this game, she's really showing that strong presence again.
Spring-Ford passing it around now. Looking for an angle of attack here against the Upper Perkiomen defense. They've split the middle there. They get in the middle again. Shot on goal, no good. Ball's bounced around, but still near that Upper Perk goal.
And it's going to be a corner.
Of course, when the corner happens, 4 defenders for Upper Perk in the net, 1 goalie, so that makes 5 defenders in the net, and Spring-Ford can put as many people as they want on that outside circle. This is a great scoring opportunity.
Alexa Collins, they're hungry for that goal, but just couldn't seem to find the back of the net.
So ball comes in play. Gets outside the circle. Misplayed by the Rams. Upper Perk comes up with it. Now they are advancing the ball up the field. They're looking for the drive. Nothing there. Spring-Ford comes up with it. Spring-Ford with a good chance here.
DiBattista with that pass to Mosey, then back to Collins.
Rams get the ball in the middle. Cross. Couldn't find its intended target. And we will have another corner, it looks like.
The Rams trying to be consistent there, working that ball along the sideline, then trying to get that to the middle, and sadly it just couldn't be cherry-picked that time.
So, ball comes in play. Spring-Ford bobbles it once again there.
Scott with the drive to net. Scott again redefending.
Super able to maintain possession here.
Some nice dribbling by Scott there, resulting in another corner. Emma Friend has been making accurate passes to Julia Karopoulos on these corners, and I'm guessing they're going to be doing the same thing.
Something works, why not stick with it as the corner, comes in. Drive on goal, no good.
Amazing save by Upper Perk goalie right there.
A scramble for the ball. And it will be yet another corner, so with about 1 minute elapsed here in this first period, Spring-Ford already having their 3rd corner of the game.
It's interesting, last game against OJR, Spring-Ford definitely was not dominating the field. OJR had countless corners, but this game seems like Spring-Ford's really taking possession, and they came hungry for this win.
Shot on goal is no good. Spring-Ford has had possession of the ball almost now for the first minute and 30 of this first period. Keeping that Upper Perkiomen defense on their toes.
Julia's going to take it again.
Now Upper Perk with the drive upfield. Sprint for the ball. They both get there at the same time.
Joby Woten there, not afraid to get her stick in the middle of the play. She does a great job of it.
And Lauren, of course, you played field hockey for many years, 5 years, I believe. How physical does it get down there?
It definitely gets very physical. I mean, you have to wear those shin guards or else you're going to be slammed. And it can be intimidating having a big stick coming towards your head, but you got to just get after that ball and make your way down the field.
We've certainly seen defenders on both sides getting right into it right away. This clock continues to run. About 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Emma Friend with the pass up to Alicia Collins. Collins trying to dribble around that. Pass over to Karopolis in the middle. Looking up to Alexa Collins.
Rams now getting their attack set and is disrupted. And a long drive. That thing's going to roll all the way down the field. A good clear out by the Upper Perk defense. The ball will go out of bounds.
Looks like it's going to be a corner here for Upper Perk, their first of the night.
It's interesting to see the strategies off these corners. You talk about, it's almost like a power play in hockey where, you know, the offense is certainly up here. That can sometimes be an advantage. It can sometimes be a disadvantage if you don't know what you're doing.
Biggest thing on these corners, you do not want that ball on your stick for long, really any time at all. You want that to touch your stick maybe once, maybe twice. Amazing stop.
The ball bounced off the post, and the Upper Perk missed their second shot. Nonetheless, a great stand for the Rams there.
Bounced off the post and then hit mid-air by Emma Friend. I mean, that's just incredible defense. Mosey there with the pressure.
That's the other interesting thing about field hockey is there's penalties. The tempo of the game really doesn't slow down. The ref blows the whistle, they move back the necessary 5 yards, and then they keep playing. It's almost like penalties don't harm the tempo of the offense.
You know, they try their best not to, but also you want to keep up that pace because if they're, you know, starting to hit that ball and that defense isn't back, then they have to back up even more, and it kind of just sets everyone off guard except for the offense.
So Upper Perk now with it in the middle. There you go.
Nice drive by 21.
Send the ball to the top of your screen, and it'll roll out of bounds. It's one thing that's very impressive. This doesn't seem like with a wooden stick you could hit the ball that far and that hard, but they really whack it. Springford's now on the attack. Shot on goal, blocked.
Nice kick by the goalie there. Upper Perk doing a really nice job of communicating on defense, who's going where, who's guarding who, and who's going to get on top of that ball when it's going towards the net. Just under 7 minutes here, and Springford has another corner.
This will be their 5th corner of the game. They're 0 for 5 on corners so far.
All it takes is one.
That is true. As is the case in any sports, one of something is enough to put a team up.
Wide of the goal there. Nina Scott, we've seen really taking initiative on this dominantly junior and senior team. As a freshman, that can be very intimidating, you know, playing varsity, but she doesn't seem to be bothered by the pressure at all.
That's what you love to see for younger players, that they're able to step in and fit right into those shoes. You know, that shows the mark of a talented player who's comfortable being in the situation they are.
This team definitely has a lot of leadership, which is evident on the field by everyone feeling comfortable, the chemistry's there, and that all starts from leadership. Emma Friend looking for the pass now. Trying to connect with Scott, unable to. Madison Friend, sibling to Emma, is going to try to redefend that, but just could not. It's going to be another corner here for Upper Perk. Their second corner, I believe, of the night. Not able to capitalize on the first one.
Thank you. I didn't want to flip the switch because I couldn't see it well enough to see which one was the light. I was just guessing.
Another corner for Upper Perk.
Knowing me, I would have turned off like all the power to the board. Well, I know the power to the board is there.
21 looking for a shot. Saved by Mackenzie Savage.
So the Rams now have the ball. And a chance now. So they go into the middle. Pass is picked off by Upper Perkiomen. Rams D able to clear it out. Looking to drive it upfield. They got nothing. Ball gets poked out of bounds. And the ball comes right back into play. M10 Emma Friend looking to send it in.
Connects with Julia.
They keep the ball in play. They go back to the defenders looking to set up their offense here. As they go across the field.
Boyer not letting up on that pressure.
There's one thing to note about this game. Abby Boyer is playing with a broken finger. That speaks to the toughness of field hockey players. I know for sure I would not be playing with a broken finger.
That must hurt. I mean, when you're hitting that ball too with that much force, you definitely feel it in your hands.
I mean, that's another thing, too. You usually grip it by wrapping your hand around. With the broken finger, you're not able to wrap it around. So we'll be able to see if that affects Boyer's swing at all during this game. So Friend now goes in the middle or pass. Go anywhere. Refs call a penalty. The Perk will retreat 5 yards, and the ball comes right back into play. The ball rolls towards the top of your screen.
Nice job by Annalise earlier there blocking that ball. Sadly went out of bounds, but she was right place, right time.
About just under 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score. Both teams have been playing great lockdown defense.
Pass back to Friend.
Rams will get their offense set up here.
Great drive by Julia. Unable to connect with Demeter, but
Perk clears the ball. They're gonna pass it around and get set up. Drive goes about the 40-yard line.
Alicia there to take that ball away. Regain possession.
And we will get another corner. Be the Rams' 6th corner of the game. Excuse me, no corner. I misread that actually.
Right in front of the net. Upper Perk able to clear it. Collins is all over that ball. And we see from both columns, their speed is just incredible. They are able to get from point A to point B before I even have a chance to call it.
Yes, those quick first steps, if you're not ready for it, they're gone in a flash.
Joby looking to drive it up the field. Could not connect. Annalise early there defending. Nice job by Emma Friend.
Last 10 seconds here in the first quarter. The Rams looking for one last drive. They're rapidly advancing this ball up the field. The Upper Perk defense is not giving in. Shot is no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Lauren, what did you see there?
You're seeing the Springford Rams keep up this tempo. I mean, no signs of slowing down on either end. Upper Perk more towards, the middle of this quarter. They're really trying to make their mark and show that they're in this game too and they're here to win.
And with that, we will take a quick break and see you for the second quarter. And welcome back to Coach McNally Stadium. It is time for the second quarter field hockey game here. Upper Perkiomen Indians taking on the Springford Rams. No score in the first quarter. We'll see if we get some goals here in the second.
Springford walking on this field ready for some action. They've been so close to getting a goal, I believe 7 corners, and they just can't get that. They're so close. They're right there. Just can't get that ball in the back of the net. So they're coming out here hungry for a goal.
It's a story with a lot of these games that rely on nets like basketball, soccer, missing one, hockey, lacrosse, all these sports, you're always talking how close you were to getting it into the net. And eventually, as long as you keep peppering that net, you're going to get points.
Madison Friend and Alicia Collins have been really working that sideline together tonight, and they're getting the job done.
That outside, of course, is a very dangerous place to be because once you get that ball into the outside, you can send that cross into the middle, and then it creates all kinds of scoring opportunities.
And it's going to be Madison Friend's ball. Dribbling up the field. Going past all defenders, but bound to get stopped at some point. Friend looking to Julia. DiBattista over to Demeter. And Olivia Demeter trying to get back for those 5 yards, but 31 was just ready to rumble. Trying to connect with Margot May there. Unable to, but it's still going to be Upper Perk ball. Springford's been doing a nice job of shifting whenever the ball gets on the other sideline, not overcrowding the ball, but still having enough people there to make sure that stop happens.
Of course, maintaining that spread in communication and being aware of where your team, not only just your teammates, but where the ball and, of course, the other team is the sign of a great defense.
And it's going to be a corner for Upper Perk. Joby Woten always showing that aggressiveness. She's always had that aggressive attitude, but just this time knocked her girl down.
Yeah, this will be the third Upper Perk corner of the game. Neither team has converted on corners yet this game, although in field hockey it is very common to see teams scoring on the corner.
It's a beautiful block by Abby Boyer there, but we're going to have another corner. Abby Boyer is the flyer here on this corner. She's coming out. She has that speed. She is ready to go head on with that ball.
And indeed she does.
See Abby there again, hitting that ball with her stick just enough so it doesn't make it to the goal, and Julia Karopolis right behind her.
Of course, that's something you need a lot on these corners is the speed, as you're traveling almost 50 yards to get back into the play. And you want to relieve that defense as quick as possible as they are heavily outnumbered.
Amazing stop by Mackenzie Savage once again. And they're going to be able to clear it up.
A great stand by the Rams defense there.
Madison Friend there, taking it up the field once again, trying to dribble through two defenders. And will be unable to. Bella Carpenter here trying to dribble around. Saved by Mackenzie Savage, and it goes wide.
It's the Rams defense holding strong against that potent Upper Perkiomen attack. They've denied them now on 4 corners, as well as deflecting numerous other shots on goal. A good start for the Rams here.
Shot by Upper Perk. Mackenzie Savage barely missing that shot on goal, but Upper Perk very excited about that goal considering they've kind of been behind this game, you know, taking over the field.
When you look at the first quarter in particular, Springford really dominated time of possession on offense, and coming out here in the second quarter, Upper Perk has really had the ball. They've been constantly pressuring that Rams defense, and eventually one of those shots, a beautiful shot might I add, finally found the back of the net.
I know Mackenzie Savage is not happy about that. She's shadowed Ashley De La Guardia, their varsity goaler, since 9th grade. She's been shadowing her, and Ashley definitely brought that competitive spirit to practice and to games every day. So watching Ashley, I know Mackenzie is not happy right now.
Of course, that was a tough shot to defend. It was coming from her left, going to her right. Those shots are always tough to play because you don't always want to play it if the shot was wide. That shot was just perfectly placed. So we're under 10 minutes now here in the second quarter. 9:40 to go.
And it's going to be a Springford ball taken up by Emma Friend.
Friend has certainly had a busy night. We've been saying her name a lot up here in the booth. Wonder what it's like to have a last name of Friend.
I'm not sure. My last name is Black, so.
Yes, we should make a list of nouns that end up as people's last names. I think that would be quite the list. We have Friend, Black. I'm sure we could add a bunch of other names to that.
Bamford might not make it on there, but it is in our hearts.
Yes. Excuse me, I'm being corrected by my director, and I think because this was a pretty bad mistake, I should correct myself. Black is actually an adjective. So the list of nouns is only at 1 right now, unfortunately.
Maybe someday I'll make it on the list.
Maybe.
Just under 8:30 here. Emma Friend is once again going to try to drive this ball up the field. Trying to look to Abby Boyer, unable to connect on that pass. Her sister, Madison Friend, looking there again to stop that ball. Annalise Early working up the sideline, trying to connect with either Nina Scott or Alyssa Mosey, unable to get it there. Annalise with the drive up the field perfectly to Nina Scott. Not sure if that was her intended person, but either way, beautiful pass. going to be Madison Friend with the ball here. Unable to get that pass to Olivia. But it finds its way back. Olivia looking up to Cameron Robbins, unable to get there. Sophia DiBattista is going to try to redefend. Stopped by Julia. Going to be taken up by Joby. That call is going to be on Bella Carpenter for hitting Olivia's stick.
That was another interesting thing when I was reading up on the rules of field hockey, was how detailed and specific some of these penalties are. Like if you swing your stick too high, or if you hit the ball too hard in some cases and there's people around. These penalties, they're really detailed. And it's amazing to see that these players are able to control themselves in situations where you think the penalties might be occurring more frequently.
Definitely. I mean, and most of these girls are playing club field hockey too. So, and the rules differ from, as an example, Julia putting that ball up in the air, that would typically be allowed in indoor. But you're out in the stadium, you're playing for a school team, it's just that level isn't allowed. Definitely something to adjust to. Joby Wote in there diving for the ball, unable to get any call. It's going to be a corner. Not the call she was looking for.
It'll be Upper Perk's 5th corner of the game. Neither team has scored off corners today, though Upper Perk does have 1 goal.
Upper Perk's definitely trying to turn this game around. Springford came out here with a fighting attitude, and Upper Perk definitely maxed out on their tempo, keeping up with the Rams.
Savage coming way out of the goal there. That one surprised me.
Mackenzie Savage made the call there to step out of that, little goal circle, and she made the right call by kicking that away.
Those plays are always dangerous when the goalie comes very far out and leaves an open net, because if a ball gets by, most likely it's going to go in.
It's very hard for the defense to get around Mackenzie. If she's stepping out, it's hard to, get behind your goalie. I mean, not that you can miss her with the neon green penny.
Yes, the goalies in both soccer and field hockey, they wear colorful pennies. And the penny for the Upper Perkiomen Indians goalie is yellow, so you're not going to be missing her either.
Nice clear by Julia. Cameron Robbins there. Able to get that, will try to get that ball back. Unable to. It's going to be a Springford ball. We're going to see Julia try to send it up again. And she is able to. Looking for Nina Scott there. Goes just under her stick. One of Coach Yetsy's biggest things is always keeping your stick on the ground. I used to get yelled at for that all the time.
Yes, that is very important. It's almost like in baseball. I used to play baseball, so that's a very easy comparison, is having a ball roll underneath your glove when you're going to field it. It's almost a similar situation, because if that ball rolls under your stick, the other team can pick it up very easily.
Definitely. Just under 3:30 here. Alyssa Mosey looking to take that ball away. And they're going to send it back to gather themselves. Collins there again, adding that pressure to make them pass. Goes to Mosey. Mosey taking up the middle of the field. And it's going to go off of Upper Perk's foot. Corpley is able to send it down again. Blocked by Upper Perk. I think they're starting to see that she likes to send it up in the air. It's not going to be on the ground if Julia's passing it up.
Maneuver is always a viable strategy. sometimes it's a little crowded on the ground. As you mentioned, those sticks should be close to the ground. If you go up and over, it lessens the chance that the pass can get deflected.
Nina Scott communicating with Cameron Robbins that she is going to take this ball. Sadly, won't be able to capitalize on that. Collins looking there to get that ball off her stick, and is able to. Mosey there seeming to be hit by the ball. Still going to be a call.
So you're under 2 minutes now. 1:35 to go in the second quarter. Perk still leading 1-0 over Spring-Ford.
Boyer here with the ball. Unable to keep control of it on her stick. Friend taking the ball up again. Looking for Nina Scott. Able to connect. And it's going to be Upper Perk ball. Trying to move that up the sideline here. Julia able to get it up to Alexa. Alexa looking to Nina. Nina once again going just under her stick.
I think Alexa's drive was a little bit off target there. Nonetheless, a great look. Just unable to find it. And the opportunities have certainly been there for the Spring-Ford Rams in this game. Just converting on those opportunities hasn't been there, but they keep creating great chances. And they're carrying a lot of positive momentum as we are now in the waning seconds of the second quarter.
We talked about the column speed earlier. As you're running that ball up the field that fast, you got to make sure that someone's there to receive it.
5 seconds left now in the second period.
Shot by Boyer. It's going to be blocked. Spring-Ford was all over that, but that goalie was just too big to get around.
As the clock expires, the Upper Perkiomen Indians will take a 1-0 lead as we head into halftime. We will see you for the second half. And welcome back to Coach McNally Stadium. Halftime has just concluded, and we are ready for the second half of the Spring-Ford Upper Perkiomen field hockey game. Upper Perkiomen leads 1-0.
Anthony, what did you see in this first half offensively from Spring-Ford?
In the first half offensively, we saw a great attack by the Spring-Ford Rams in that first quarter. You know, they really controlled time of possession early on, and they had some good looks. They had, I believe, 4 or 5 corners in that first quarter, so they had some great scoring opportunities. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert, but they're looking to keep that offensive momentum going into the second half here.
Nina Scott not looking to pass back. Pass there to Gooch, looking to get that towards the center. And it's going to be Annalise early with the drive, blocked by Upper Perks. Bella Carpenter. Ooh, Nina Scott there to swipe that ball out from underneath of Colleen Crenady.
Tricky play there. Nina Scott definitely showing off her speed and hand-eye coordination as she came in and knocked the ball out in a flash of an eye.
Great job redefending by Alyssa Mosey. And Julia, of course, there to step in and lend a hand. Joby Woten getting back on that ball. Stick down, beautiful block. And it's going to be Spring-Ford ball with that. Friend looking for the open girl. And is going to seem to be looking for DiBattista or Mosey, but
ended up finding the out of bounds line.
sadly. Beautiful drive by Upper Perk. It is going to be Spring-Ford ball due to, seems to be hit someone's leg. Upper Perk defense all over that. Upper Perk with the drive. Another drive by Upper Perk. Alicia Collins there, looking to get that ball up the sideline, as she's been doing all night. And Madison Friend there with the drive up. Alicia Collins hitting that with her stick, but seems to be that Friend was looking for the other Collins. Alicia doing a great job of getting that ball up that sideline, working against Lucy Carpenter.
That was a great move there. She faked like she wanted to go back out and then hit the ball behind her and turn the corner. Great defense by Carpenter there, able to prevent the holes from opening up, but a great move by Alicia Collins nonetheless.
That's exactly what you want to do, dribbling that ball, making some moves, doing some fakes, and that's going to get you up the field. And it's going to be a goal for Spring-Ford.
That was a great job. They have certainly been pressuring this Upper Perk defense all game long. The Upper Perk defense couldn't hold as Spring-Ford able to penetrate into the middle. And then, of course, when you get in the middle, you can go right, left, up, or down. And Spring-Ford able to tie this game up with 11 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Annalise early with the pass, looking to Scott. And Annalise here to redefend. And it's going to be a Spring-Ford ball. Beautiful drive to Julia Corpeles. Corpeles now getting it over to that sideline. Beautiful drive. Nina Scott unable to save it, just barely on that sideline.
It's one of those calls that could have gone either way. If Nina Scott was a half a step quicker, she would have been there and kept that ball in play. Great hustle play nonetheless.
Julia there with the great defense once again. We just see her redefending, never giving up that determination that she has. Early again with a beautiful drive. Joby with the pass to Friend. Friend looking up at Collins. Looks like she's going to dribble it for as long as she can. With the drive. Just wide of the goal.
Wide left there, but this Spring-Ford offense continuing to find those great angles of attack as they've been able to pressure this Upper Perkiomen defense for the beginning of this third quarter here.
Call's going to be on Annalise early for raising her stick up for that ball. Emma Friend looking to take it up the middle. Looking up to Julia. Unable to connect. And it's going to be Annalise there. Get that ball, keep it in bounds. Great hustle by Early. Friend there. Dribbling through once again. Friend with the ball. Shot on goal just wide again, left of that net.
But a great sequence there for the Rams as they're able to prevent the Upper Perk from getting that ball on the offense. You know, they're able to just keep disrupting those passes. Then some great dribbling through the defense, set them up with a nice shot, just wide left, as you said. This Rams offense is looking strong here.
It's going to be DiBattista down at net. And she's able to keep that pressure on, which forces the ball to go left. Cassidy Galati there. Hits her stick going out, I believe. But it is going to be a Spring-Ford's ball. Nice kick by Mackenzie Savage. Nice body by Mackenzie Savage.
A great stand there by the Spring-Ford defense. Mackenzie Savage able to come up with 2 crucial saves, keeping this game tied, as that was a great scoring opportunity for Upper Perk.
You know, Anthony, you're Mackenzie Savage right now. That ball's getting dangerously close to net. What is going through your head?
You know, I'm probably panicking, but Mackenzie Savage is like she was keeping her poise very well, you know. She blocked it, and you can immediately see she's looking to see where that next shot's going to come from. She's keeping that poise. She's keeping her head on a swivel. She's aware of where all the defenders are, and it pays off there with 2 saves.
Seems to be a nice save there again by Mackenzie Savage. It is going to be another corner for Upper Perk. Abby Boyer doing an amazing job of flying out from that position, getting on that ball, and just bringing that aggression and defensive. It's a great strategy.
Oftentimes when you have that flyer who is very quick like Abby Boyer, you can get out there and disrupt the opposing team's strategy and prevent them from scoring.
Yet another corner. Boyer and Corpelise have been working really well together on these corners. You know, if Abby's getting that stop, Corpelise is looking for that next pass and getting all over that.
For Perk with back-to-back corners here.
Nice save by Savage. Demeter looking to clear it. Doesn't hit that ball how she wished. Abby there putting her stick up. Upper Perk with the pass almost perfectly to Nina Scott. Boyer looking to drive. Ball's hit right into Upper Perk defense. I mean, that's gotta hurt. You're getting hit with that ball. We know Boyer has one heck of a swing.
She took a big whack there. You know, I'd be reeling in pain from that. But there is a reason I'm up here in the booth and not down there on the field.
It's very true. You never know, Anthony. Maybe someday field hockey could be your sport.
Maybe it could. You know, being it my senior year in high school, I feel like it's a little late for me to pick up the stick and start playing field hockey. But
It's never too late.
crazier things have happened.
Give me another corner here for Upper Perk.
I think I would prefer to be up here in the booth.
That's valid.
So Upper Perk 0 for 2 on corners in the second half. They look to convert on their third corner here.
Looking for that pass in the middle. And it's going to be another corner.
So Perk again, back-to-back corners. Their last major offensive possession, they had back-to-back corners. They get back-to-back corners again here. So we approach 4 minutes and 10 seconds here in the third period.
Ball's going to find its way into the back of the net.
And Upper Perk converts on their fourth corner. Here, that was just a well drawn up play. You mentioned earlier that quick ball movement is the key coming off those corners. And Upper Perk had that quick ball movement. And they were able to find that small hole in the Spring-Ford defense, and the ball found the back of the net. Upper Perk now up 2-1. About 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I believe that goal was made by Ashlyn Gatto. I mean, she really just right place, right time, able to get that ball in the back of the net almost flawlessly.
Good stand by the Spring-Ford defense. They will take the drive long downfield. The ball will roll out of bounds. And it will be Upper Perk ball.
Great job by Cassidy Galati. Ready for that ball. Annalise early with a stop. Looking to make it up to Julia, but unable to get it there.
So the Rams now on the attack as they advance the ball up the field.
Collins looking to get it through. Looking over to the pass to Scott. It's going to be a corner for the Spring-Ford Rams.
It'll be their first corner of the second half. And it'll come with 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock.
Anthony, we've seen countless corners in this game. What do you think Spring-Ford has to do to score right here?
Spring-Ford has to keep that quick ball movement. They need to know where they're going with the ball before it comes to them. You know, obviously they have their set play. They run it well here, they should score.
The pass to Julia. Looking to take it in, but there's just too many Upper Perk 6 there to stop her. Early with the beautiful drive. Just nobody there to connect with. Boyer there coming up to add that pressure with Madison Friend. Cassidy Galati here. Upper Perk doing a very nice job getting that ball up that field.
Sometimes with quick ball movement comes a lot of spread on that field. The Upper Perk offense is doing a good job keeping the ball moving as well as maintaining that spread so the ball can keep advancing up the field.
Neither team being able to get it quite down on their end. Stuck between the 30-yard lines.
Just shows a testament to how good these defenses really are.
I may have just jinxed the Spring-Ford Rams as the ball goes past the 30-yard line.
I mean, they were able to clear it out, so still a successful stand there.
Great defense by Galati. Madison Frank going to try to work it up the field now, using her speed to her advantage, but unable to. It's going to be Upper Perk ball. As the ball goes out of bounds.
Just under 30 seconds now here in the third quarter.
Collins and Wowen all over that ball. It's going to be Upper Perk ball. They've got to move this fast here if they want to score. And it's going to be Spring-Ford ball.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Upper Perk, with the lone goal in the quarter, leads the Spring-Ford Rams 2-1. We will see you for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Coach McNally Stadium here on this beautiful night. We have the final quarter of the field hockey match between the Spring-Ford Rams and the Upper Perkiomen Indians. Upper Perk leading Spring-Ford 2-1. And this is it, the final 15 minutes.
Upper Perk coming out here aggressively, getting that ball off the field. Beautiful save. And it's going to be Collins taking up the ball, using that speed to her advantage, looking up to Nina Scott. Unable to dribble out of that one. Alicia Collins working that way up the field. Nina Scott there in the middle. And it's going to come back to Friend. Friend looking to Demeter. Demeter unable to get her stick on the ball.
So the Indians will send it back and send it around as they set their offense.
Abby Boyer here looking to take it up the sideline. Seemed to be looking for a drive but had no one open. Scott there hits her foot. And that's going to be a call. Upper Perk looking to drive. Collins able to get her stick on that. Castiglione almost getting her stick on that. And Friend there in front of the goal, able to get that out. Great positioning.
Good job there, able to control it and clear it.
It is going to be a goal for Upper Perk.
So Upper Perk able to quickly recover that return by Friend, find the opening, take the shot. That'll put them up 3-1 on the Spring-Ford Rams.
There's great ball movement there by Upper Perk, finding that open gap, putting it right in the back of the net.
This Upper Perkiomen offense finally starting to overpower the Spring-Ford defense, which has been strong all game long. As Upper Perk sends the ball into the middle, back on the attack.
Boyer there looking to push her way through. Spring-Ford defense working together there to get that ball out. And my friend now going to get a chance to drive it up the field. The pass to Boyer. You mentioned earlier tonight she is playing with a broken finger, but she is showing no signs.
Yeah, she's certainly been flying around. She's put her body out on the line a couple times. Certainly not afraid to break another finger or even make her already broken finger even worse. And, you know, it's great to see that competitive spirit.
It doesn't surprise me one bit coming from Abby Boyer. Early looking to drive up to Demeter. Collins getting a little physical there. It's going to be a push. As Julia Karopoulos goes down.
Rams with a good opportunity to score here as they've advanced that ball into the middle and found a crease in the Upper Perk defense.
Early there. It's going to be Upper Perk ball. Upper Perk there looking towards to get that ball towards the middle. Just worked past couple of times as they're up 3-1. But unable to get it there that time.
Talk about how dangerous that middle is once you get it in there. It's almost like it's a one-on-one with the goalie. And of course, in a one-on-one situation like that, the team on offense is always the favorite.
Collins there was looking for Scott. Scott unable to gain control of that ball on her stick. Something you hate to see, but definitely does happen. Julia trying to hit that ball there. Barely makes contact, and it's going to be a call for high stick. Incredible tenacity by Joby Wotan. She always has her face up next to that girl's stick. I mean, that's got to be intimidating.
That was a great job on defense. She got herself in front of the Upper Perk there. You know, she got her shoulders squared, and you know, she wasn't giving an inch, and it worked out as she was able to force the corner. This will be the first corner of the fourth period here.
It's going to be just wide of the net. Springford ball.
Good job defending on that corner. Able to lock it down and prevent Upper Perk from scoring a fourth goal.
It's going to be Springford ball as it's hit out.
So just under 7 minutes and 45 seconds here in the fourth quarter.
You know, there's been a lot of corners tonight, Anthony. What do you think has led up to all of these corners?
You know, in these corners, it's, you know, a very specific situation when fouls happen within, you know, around that goal, and then, you know, just kind of either carelessness or just going after the ball a little too aggressively can lead to these corners. You know, but it's been on both sides. Both teams have had over 10 corners at this point in the game, and only one of them has been converted into a score.
Drive there. Looking to score, goes just right of the goal. Miss hit by Mosey. Able to recover though. Was looking there, trying to get it to Erin Zimmerman. Talking to Coach Bogus pre-game, she said during tryouts, Erin Zimmerman looked like me, that they called her my doppelganger and referred to as Lauren Black Jr.
Interesting to see there. Of course, Erin Zimmerman, one of the freshmen. In fact, one of 3 freshmen on this roster who is logging a lot of minutes for the Rams. Always good to see that young talent out there. And maybe it is indeed a Lauren Black doppelganger. So we have effectively a Lauren Black up here in the booth and a Lauren Black down there on the field. And that Lauren Black down there on the field goes by the name of Erin Zimmerman. So great to see her showcasing your multi-talents here.
I mean, it must just be a great night here at Coach McNally Stadium to have 2 of me.
It is.
Truly an honor that I can showcase both of my talents here tonight.
So you're approaching the 5-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Upper Perk continues to lead over the Rams 3-1.
Nice drive by Julia up to Alexa. Gonna be a pass to Alicia. Goalie steps out for that one. She just could not get that on her stick.
A great read by the goalie. She understood there that that play was all or nothing. Either you come out, take the risk to save it, or you sit back and you risk Springford scoring. And she made the right move by coming out and was able to kick that ball away before Collins could get to it.
Upper Perk's goalie has been really, coming out here with that energy. And she's definitely helping the defense because they know that they can rely on their goalie to make those stops.
It always helps that defense when those mistakes do happen, that you know you have a solid option back there to prevent the other team from scoring.
Likewise, Mackenzie Savage for Springford has been a rock in net. I mean, the score doesn't necessarily reflect it, but if you look at the amount of times that they've shot on goal, the amount of times that has been right in front of her knee pad, she's done a great job.
She's certainly done a great job on most of those shots, getting something out there to block it, whether it's her stick or her body. She's done a great job showing that poise in the goal.
Just under 4 minutes here. Springford's going to take it up. There's Zimmerman there. And Upper Perk's going to push it out. We got 3:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Rams down by 2. What do you think that they need to do to really turn this game around?
I think they need to up the tempo a little bit on offense. Of course, the clock is working against you here. But, if you just keep those quick passes like they've been doing, they've been able to get the ball up the field fairly quickly. But if you just up that tempo, and with that will come more shots on goal, and the more shots on goal you get, the better chance you get to score and get back in this game.
I agree. Passes are key right now, especially to keep that ball moving up and keeping their tempo, to the max that they can be.
Rams now at the corner. This is one of those big opportunities we were talking about earlier to score and get back in this game.
Big opportunity for the Rams here. Julia looking for the drive. Saved by the goalie. Nobody down there on that left post. Going to be a drive blocked by Sydney Cook.
There we saw the Rams with a really good look. Fortunately, the drive went in and Upper Perk was able to deflect it out. No Rams on that left side of the goal to quickly recover it there. Upper Perk now turning defense into offense.
It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie. And she's going to find the back of the net. That's again Number 8, Ashlyn Gatto. I believe
Gatto.
her second goal of the night.
Gatto did a great job there, finding that ball, and she poked it up there, and then it was off to the races. She was able to beat out the other two Springford defenders and create that one-on-one with Savage, and was able to find the spot where Savage wasn't and score. And talk about how quickly tides can turn. We were just talking about how Springford had a great opportunity to score, and then Upper Perk really quickly turned that one around and knocked another one in there.
Very impressive by Upper Perk, to match Springford's tempo coming out here. Springford was showing definite dominance in the beginning by all their corners, but Upper Perk said, you know what? No, we're controlling this game, and they've definitely shown that. Just under 30 seconds here left. It's not looking like Springford's going to turn this around. They're definitely not keeping their hustle down.
As the clock winds down there, 10 seconds, we'd like to take a chance to thank our crew who was able to make this game possible. Matt Dunn on graphics, Mr. Bartolota, our director, Ryan Burke on camera, and Ellie Jareyu on the camera up top. That'll do it for this game. Upper Perk with the win over Springford, 4-1 for Lauren Black. I am Anthony Bamford. Have a great night.